From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. It's going to be a really, in fact, it's going to be a terribly newsy week because our legal and research teams at the Republic Network in our offices in New Delhi and in Mumbai are analyzing mountains of data ahead of the much awaited, nationally awaited public release of the final TRP report. And now, as you all know, the early snippets made it clear that India today, viewers, faces some very strong evidence against it for TRP manipulation. Alleged TRP manipulation by India Today, as a result of which India Today has been named and put firmly under serious investigation for spending cash, can you believe it, to gain viewership. And I'm not saying this has been done formally, and it has been done as per due legal process in the courts by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, viewers, we are going to get our hands onto that report soon. And my sources tell me that not even 1% of the report has come out so far. Some other news channels are heaving a sigh of relief that it's only India Today, they've not been named. I'd say to them, relax, don't worry. There are reports that there are other news channels also. Other news channels which have been found guilty and are going to be investigated. And some channels against whom there is some information and who will face investigation on the basis of that information. Ladies and gentlemen, is that why all those accusing us have gone into stone cold silence? Have you noticed it? I have. People are calling my newsroom asking, Arnab, what's going on? Why are they quiet now? And all I'd say is that we will put the report out on who really, operational word, who really paid cash for viewership. And who, after paying cash and committing that cardinal sin, tried to distract attention by blaming us using Parambir and Uddhav Thackeray. Viewers, that's going to be a big story and the truth will come out this week, hopefully. And in the meantime, I'd like to begin the week by saying that I feel sorry for those channels seriously discussing the drama in the Vadra Congress. I mean, discuss the Vadra Congress seriously? What a waste of time. The party is a joke. The only question is whether it's a joke or a tragedy, and I have an interactive poll on that tonight at 10 p.m. Fact is, Gehlot doesn't want to be Congress president. He's being forced to. And he has revolted when being almost forced to take up the job of a Stepney Vadra Congress president. Who wants to be a Stepney? I'm sorry, Mr. Gehlot, you're not going to like this because you may end up taking in the job. But let me say it again. You're going to be a political Stepney. And you don't want to be. The only headline here is that nobody really wants to be Congress president because the position is as irrelevant as the party. At one time, the Congress president ruled the country by proxy, like Sonia Gandhi. Today, you wouldn't even find a corporator or an MLA who would give up a corporator or an MLA's job to be the Congress president. So I totally understand Gehlot's pain. Who in their right mind would give up chief ministership to be a Stepney and a Stepney for the Vadras in Lutyens, Delhi? That's my debate at 10 p.m. tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a hot show as usual. Is it a joke or a tragedy? Sorry, I'm not offering a third choice tonight because it's really got to be one of the two. Ladies and gentlemen, debate number one tonight. Too much time has been given to the PFI. I think everyone, every medium, senior, junior level person in the PFI should be arrested. Serious case should be made out against them. Sooner the better. And debate number three tonight, viewers. You've often asked me, what is the role of Parambir Singh in Malegaon? Well, you know what? There's some serious allegations there too. Allegations of torture against the controversial tainted cop Parambir Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, was that a conspiracy? New elements are coming out on that. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on The Debate Tonight. Petrol bombs hurled, open threats made in public. PFI rattled over the national crackdown. Entire PFI leadership has been picked up. Operation Octopus stuns the PFI and leaves it leaderless. Gehlot tries to block Sachin Pilot, himself gets knocked out of the race. The headline is nobody wants to be Congress president. Vadra Gandhis feel loyalists to attack Ashok Gehlot. Is it going from tragedy to comedy now? Another big twist in the Malegaon case. Officer who arrested Sadhvi Pragya fails to turn up in court. And the focus is very much back on this tainted cop, Parambir's role in the Malegaon case, the officer who allegedly tortured Sadhvi Pragya. Is he part of the conspiracy? That's at 10:30 tonight. Viewers, Republic has always said that the PFI cannot be treated as an innocuous organization. You know, the Republic has been fighting the PFI, fighting them both by putting the truth out, and the reality that I'm sharing with you tonight, viewers, publicly, is that we are taking them on in court after court in this country. Now, the pan-India raids by the NIA, codenamed Operation Octopus, have proven it. And each passing day, another agency is arresting another PFI-linked element on the back of scathing findings. The PFI is a dangerous group. It's a radical group. The name of PFI and its affiliates pops up every time, whenever there's an attempt to create instability in the country. Now is the time for every right-thinking citizen to demand an immediate ban on the PFI, and also steps to make sure that they don't emerge with another name. Viewers, let's debate.
An unprecedented crackdown. Following a meeting with the Home Minister under the guidance of the NSA, Operation Octopus was born after months of planning.
The nod for Operation Octopus came from Home Minister Amit Shah. Heads of central agencies came together to thrash out the details under the supervision of National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, even as IB chief himself manned the multi-agency control room in Delhi. All this leading to execution of this plan, which led to 106 arrests without a glitch. It was an exemplary coordination between half a dozen central agencies and 15 state police organizations.
And with the arrests, the mask slowly started to drop. There were petrol bomb attacks. There were these threats.
നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പോപ്പുലർ ഫ്രണ്ട് ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഭയമാണ്. ഇരുളിന്റെ മറവിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രവർത്തകരെ നിങ്ങൾ വേട്ടയാടുമ്പോൾ പകൽ വെളിച്ചത്തിൽ 10 സെക്കൻഡിൽ നിങ്ങളെ ഞങ്ങൾ കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം.
In fact, Maharashtra ATS rules tell us that RSS headquarters were also on the hit list and have therefore been given CSF cover.
There were these scathing allegations by the NIA.
The NIA remand report earlier had given some serious allegations against the PFI. It has also alleged that the PFI is involved in unlawful activity, is trying to create disaffection against India, and also trying to lure vulnerable youths to join proscribed terrorist organizations like the Lashkar, Al-Qaeda, etc.
And the more you dig, the more dirt there appears to be. In Karnataka, there has been action. In Lucknow, another person was arrested with incriminating ISIS and PFI literature.
It turns out that this money was being utilized for unlawful activities in the country, which is not only limited to the anti-CAA protests and also the Delhi riots in February 2020 and the purported visit to Hathras.
Now, the courts have refused to grant bail to the arrested PFI leaders.
सारे मुद्दों में वो विफल हो गई है. अब लोगों का ध्यान भटकाने के लिए पीएफआई को इन्होंने शुरू कर दिया है कि पीएफआई ये है, पीएफआई वो है. हम ये कहते हैं कि इसको बैन कर दीजिए ना. आप इसको बैन क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? बैन कर दीजिए. सबसे आसान तरीका है, जो संगठन इस तरह की आतंकवादी गतिविधि में मुलव्वस हो या देशद्रोह का काम करता हो, उसको तो बैन कर देना चाहिए.
Is the only logical next step to ban the PFI? Let's debate.
It's a matter of time, but we need to keep up the pressure to ban the PFI completely, not for a few days. Smita Prakash, Rajat Sethi, Aarti Tikku Singh, Mithun Vijay Kumar is a political analyst from Kochi, Atikur Rahman, Kartik Reddy TRS, Rashid Khan, who's the secretary of the Telangana Congress, and Zubair Memon are on the debate. Now, Zubair Memon, listen to this. Okay? Listen to this. This is crime number 199/2020 under sections 153A, 295, 124, 120, etc., etc. I'm reading from the case diary. Further statement of accused Ansad Badruddin, who says, on questioning, the accused states that I am associated with the PFI since 2010 because I know Hindi and English well. Hence, I have been given the charge of North India by the PFI. I work in the hit squad of the PFI. I work in the hit squad of the PFI, where we have boys who are physically fit and wielding weapons. Our main task is to carry out arson and especially massacre during riots at the behest of PFI. We do not hesitate, apart from this, at the behest of PFI, we do not hesitate to kill those who oppose Muslims and any such person who is harmful to us. I have a very good knowledge of martial arts. Should I continue? Should I continue? So we prepare members for hit squads and train them to use weapons and kill people, especially using swords, knives and iron rods. On being questioned, he states that the hit squads function under the instructions of or the behest of the direction of the PFI manager by pretending to impart physical exercise. When asked, the accused states that we also do the work of expansion of PFI just for show and to avoid public eyes. Zubair, I hope you don't support the PFI, because if you do, then you should also be arrested. And in fact, that is what is going to happen now. You see, Smita, anyone who supports the PFI will be arrested, I'm sure, the way things are going. So Zubair and Atikur particularly, I would tell you, because you've been sympathetic to them. Rashid Khan also, don't be sympathetic to what is essentially a terrorist group. Do you understand, Zubair? The PFI essentially, in its mechanism, modus operandi, is operating like a terrorist group. Should I continue, Zubair? You want to say something? Okay. Just say something. Don't say it in defense of the PFI.
Just a single question. If I support, am I audible?
Yeah, of course you are. Come on.
If I support or anyone supports PFI, he should be arrested.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As you are saying?
Yeah.
If I or anybody else supports a terrorist organization like RSS, should he be arrested or let go?
Stupid point, this is such a stupid point. It is so stupid. Zubair, I'll tell you one thing. This is Rajat, I'll tell you. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. 1 second. Now, you asked a question. Though it is a very stupid question. Stupid with a capital S.
Give me valid 60 seconds.
No. I'll answer in 10 seconds, Baba. You don't understand there is something called...
Give me 60 seconds,
now,
then you
now
can
why
answer.
don't you... No. Why don't you...
60 seconds.
No, I'm responding to you. I'm responding and then Rajat will respond. It's such a stupid question, it can be responded to in 10 seconds. You see, there is a Kerala High Court, there's a court process which the PFI does not believe. 1 minute. I say that if any member of the RSS, Rajat, is found chopping off the hands of someone else, and if the RSS leadership is involved in that, then ban the RSS. No. Did the PFI organize the chopping off of someone's hands?
Clearly.
No, Zubair, why don't you listen now? Because I'm giving it back to you, right and fair and square. You don't want to get it back. You're nervous. Stop quivering like a faded leaf. I'm answering your question. Your stupid question is being answered by me.
They have been
Your stupid question is being answered by me. Your extremely stupid question is being answered by me. Listen to me.
They are doing bomb blast in my beloved country.
Yeah, sure.
They are
Okay,
involved in
I'll let
bomb
Rajat
blast.
respond.
In
Though I
17
think that
bomb
stupid
blasts,
question
they have
doesn't
been
deserve an answer
charged.
beyond a point. But yes, Rajat is
it a
responding to
heinous crime
Zubair.
to do a bomb blast?
So,
Mr. Arnab,
as you
is
said,
it a heinous
Nothing
crime?
can save the PFI now. You can forget it.
A response from anyone with a sane mind does not deserve to answer this question, Mr. Zubair. Let me tell you, Mr. Zubair, I mean, I don't know if you know about the antecedents of PFI, but let me educate you. I know that you are all overground active workers of the PFI on the payrolls of the PFI. So please allow me to substantiate the point. PFI for a long period of time has been getting funding from external forces, from Saudis and all, which was only waiting to be uncovered. It is finally through these government operations that Hawala network connecting them to Abu Dhabi and connecting them to other Saudi places have now come to the surface. Which Hawala transaction is funding the RSS from the external threats to the country? Can you elucidate that? Of course not. See, therefore, I would not want to honor you with a response. Sir, hopeless. No, sir, you started off with a whataboutery. The debate was on PFI, but your sick mind, in order to defend an indefensible argument, is going to drag RSS. RSS is a nationalist organization. PFI is a terrorist organization. I hope you understand, and I hope that you understand which nation is being referred to. The Islamic Sharia nation is not being referred to. Your project of Goswami is not being referred to.
Those who do
Bharat
bomb
Mata is
blast
being
in our
referred to
countries,
through a
they are a
nationalist
nationalist
organization.
organization.
Sir,
please have a little shame.
I know you want to drag and destroy this debate through your sick mind and sick understanding of which organization is a nationalist organization and which isn't. I will not allow that to happen. Sir, please, can you speak on PFI and PFI's illegal funding links, which have been connected to Abu Dhabi-based Hawala transactions? Can you talk about what all is happening through the PFI network when they are funding the overground Al-Qaeda?
No, one second. Just 1 minute. Rajat, 1 minute. Rajat, 1 minute. 1 minute. Rajat, may I?
With all the overground active terror organizations that are operative in India, anybody who has worked with the government, worked with a remote government in Manipur state.
Yeah.
Even in Manipur, they have tentacles spread in there. They are ones who are spreading active terrorism, active overground terrorists. They are the ones who are funding it. It's been
okay. Before I take this forward, I want to make a point, and I would like to share with everyone tonight, and I'm coming to you, Smita, right after this. One small point: people like Zubair, people like Atikur, should take the next flight to Saudi Arabia and do in Saudi Arabia what PFI is doing in India, or even support. In Saudi Arabia, you go anywhere. You go to Oman, go to Saudi Arabia, try to act against the integrity of the country. And don't you laugh like that when I talk about the nation's integrity. It's a laughing matter for you. It's not for me. And the fact is, you know, it's a one-way street against anti-nationals now. Do you have links with the PFI? I'm asking you. No, Zubair, why have you taken it so personally? Do you have some hidden links? Do you have some links with the PFI? Do you have financial links with the PFI? I'm asking you. Do you have financial links?
We are in India.
What? Do you have any links?
We are in India.
Do you have financial links? Do you have financial links with the PFI? Now, Zubair, now you're going to disturb my debate, but I won't let you. So I'll mute your audio for a while as I get Smita into the debate, because you're not adding anything substantial into the debate. You have this terrible habit of asking a stupid question, and while I didn't call you stupid, I said your question was stupid. But anyone who repeats a stupid question so many times, I really wonder about that person. Thank you. Now, fact is, Smita, I think there's a sense of astonishment about this. They didn't expect this. They thought this would linger. They thought they would keep saying, ban the PFI, I dare you, you can't, and that would go on. What they're devastated by, and behind that smile of Zubair is actually a very nervous laugh which he's trying to suppress. They are worried about the manner in which everybody is being picked up, and they frankly don't know who's next or what's next. That's the reality. That's my take. What do you think, Smita?
Yes, and Arnab, as Rajat pointed out, the OGWs better be careful now because the NIA has said that the PFI was the India recruiter for jihadi groups like the Al-Qaeda and the Jaish-e-Mohammed and the Lashkar-e-Taiba. So those who are giving protection, those who are trying to give cover or some kind of an academic explanation for PFI activities, even social activism, they must be made aware that they will have to face the strong arm of the police and the Justice Department, the justice system, because the PFI has been accused of, as Rajat said, not just mobilizing funds from abroad in an illegal manner, but also for absolute criminal activity and for Gazwa-e-Hind, as they call it. So to camouflage this activity and to point fingers and do whataboutery on TV debates, the law will catch up with you too, those who are trying to do this, because the authorities have realized that those who try to give some kind of a cosmetic, cover for these kind of people, and to say, this public service that the PFI was doing, that was the cosmetic cover, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत कर लिया, दलित के लिए कुछ कर लिया, मुसलमान गरीब मुसलमान के लिए कुछ कर लिया, and those poor people don't realize that they are sitting ducks, because what is happening is that they were just being used as cover fire, and what is the nefarious activities of the PFI was happening behind the scenes. So anybody who comes on TV and tries to champion their cause, the Justice Department will catch up with you too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. There are two things which have been done, Atikur. Stopping money, that's being done. Second, arresting top leaders been done. I think medium level, low level, all their leaders, all their cadres should all be picked up and locked up. We have enough space for them. But the most important thing, Atik, is, and please don't think I'm targeting you, though you have been such a sympathizer and supporter of the PFI, you could face action. I don't know, depends on your level of whether you are truly an overground worker for them or not. But you have to target the sympathizers, because there's no point going after the terrorists. You have to get the terrorist sympathizers. In the past, Atik, the urban Naxals, the Maoists felt, as long as I have not taken a gun and I have not killed someone, nothing can be done against me. But you know what happened to Gautam Naulaka? You know, right? And you know how much halla you all tried to create at that time, citizens' right, democracy going. You use Indian democracy against India itself. That's not going to happen. So you are watching this, and I want to tell you it's really serious. And then the PFI thinks, Atik, that they have people like you, that they have one or two out-of-work politicians to support them. Even Mulayam Singh Yadav used to support Simmi. What happened? Shipal Singh Yadav, Prakash Jaiswal, they all kept saying they were supporters of Simmi. What happened? Could anybody stop Simmi? Where is Simmi today? Is it not a terrorist organization? Did the Simmi leaders not think at that point of time that they had, incredible hold over the Muslims of this country, nothing could happen to them? Learn from history. It's a one-way street. Do you get it, Atikur? One-way street. And problem is, people like you also came and said, ban PFI, ban PFI. It's happening. It's happening. I would request you to cut off any links if you have any with the PFI. Otherwise, Atik, you're in big trouble. And you can't blindside it. These are murderers. These are groups that carry out murders. They chop hands. They have links to the IS, Islamic State. They have hit squads. They have extremist activities going on. They're caught with explosives. They have foreign links. They are linked to the Delhi riots case. You think people of India will just sit and say, Karte raho, keep doing it, keep doing it. And this kind of stupid argument comparing them to the RSS is going to go anywhere? Nothing. You keep making comparisons to whoever you want. It's not going to make a difference. Action is action. Yes, Atik, your turn. Yes, Atik, speak.
So on a live television,
speak.
I am being threatened not to join any other organization other than the BJP and the RSS.
It's such a ridiculous argument. I don't even know what to say. Nobody's threatening you with anything.
Local standard to safeguard the Constitution of India.
People are laughing now. The way you're speaking. Nobody's talking. Don't talk rubbish.
Is remarkable.
Remarkable. Aarti is laughing away.
This level of
I'm being threatened. I want to play martyr. नहीं होता ये सब. ये नहीं होता. चलता नहीं है इंडिया में ये सब. आप करिए.
Live television, a media trial.
Media trial, standard words, media trial.
Any other organization.
Yeah,
but
sure.
the RSS and the BJP.
What's the media trial? What's the media
A parallel court being run.
Oh God.
A parallel judiciary being run here.
Oh, no, rubbish. Nonsense.
We stand to safeguard the Republic and the Constitution of India with the pride of the tricolor. I have nothing to say more or less. My local stand-I with any other political party or group organization
Two arguments here.
does not matter because I am not a member of any one of them.
You may not be a card-carrying member.
Is trying to join the BJP RSS, I think only those are welcome because the BJP RSS is against not only the Congress with the Congress Mukt Bharat, but the NC in the Jammu and Kashmir region.
You thought, you know, you, just because, no, just one. Atik, a question for you. Atik, I want to read out for you. I want to read out for you. Atik, unlike your rhetoric, I have facts. I have so much facts, you know. You don't know what to do. Actually, you don't know what to do because it's actually happening. You know what happens is human psychology, Aarti. People think their worst nightmares will never come true. And that's what they think they are. People wake up in the morning and say, no, it was a nightmare. It's not going to happen. Similarly, this whole thing about banning PFI, arrest of PFI was like a nightmare. नहीं, असली जिंदगी में ये नहीं होने वाला है. आतिक ने अपने आप को कितनी बार बोला होगा, है ना? कभी आपने सोचा था कि आपके लीडर जाकिर नाइक इतने डर के मारे घूमते रहेंगे सारी दुनिया भर में, भारत में वापस नहीं आ पाएंगे? कभी आपने सोचा था कितने बड़े डरपोक है जाकिर नाइक, जिनका नाम लेके आप बोलते थे? तब भी आप कहते थे, नो, इट्स माय नाइटमेयर, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन. इट्स हैपेंड. यू कम टू टर्म्स विथ रियलिटी. We are on a debate. We are on a serious debate. It's happening 26 September, Monday. It's happening.
I hope
so. Relax.
Not a media trial, but a debate wherein all get a fair chance to speak.
Yeah, God. Don't give me that rubbish. You're getting more than a chance to speak. You're not being able to say anything. Aarti is on the debate.
There's a concept called filibustering.
You
know, all these people are now full of filibuster right now because they have nothing to say in defense of PFI. All they are doing is filibustering just to fill the airtime.
It's called playing
more than 20.
Yeah. It's called playing to the gallery, trying to play to the gallery. Oh, I'm a martyr. Oh, the anchor's not letting me speak. Oh, Indian democracy is not being allowed on television. It's a media trial. Stop playing to the gallery. Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Answer my question.
The BJP rules the galleries and you are playing to the galleries, not me.
You're looking hopelessly weak and unsure of yourself tonight. Maybe you're checking your message to check whether there's a message from one of the investigating agencies. Maybe you're worried.
Oh my God.
No, I'm joking. Okay. Now here's a question. I'm joking.
Sir,
Aarti is responding on the debate. Aarti.
I am so threatened.
Aarti.
Arnab, Atikur Rahman and Zubair should have, like true good Indian citizens, they should have said that they have absolutely no connection with PFI and they would be very delighted when the PFI is banned and all these people who have been arrested are prosecuted. Now, unfortunately, they are, as you rightly pointed out, they are playing to the galleries. But let me remind them, you know, for a very long time, this country did not imagine that JKLF or Jamaat-e-Islami will get banned. But that happened, and this government did that. So I am hoping and anticipating that PFI is banned. But at the same time, I really want to make one point, that if you are going to ban PFI, do anticipate that you are going to have some other alternative version of PFI, because PFI was preceded by Simi and Indian Mujahideen and whatnot and so forth.
Yeah.
We will keep having all these new versions of the same ideology, of the same version of seeing in the ideology that wants to see India disintegrated, the ideology that wants to create conflict in India, the ideology that wants to see anarchy in India. And it's high time. I think the Indian state has finally woken up. Hats off to the Home Minister, who has ensured that there is this crackdown against PFI. But I would say more than banning the PFI, the government must take the law against sedition very, very seriously. Because when people in the mainstream media, I actually read a newspaper, I'm sitting here in Moscow, but I read a newspaper here in Moscow on the very first day when the raids were conducted, and the newspaper actually made the same argument that Zubair and Atikur Rahman made, that they drew this false equivalence between RSS and PFI without having an iota of understanding about what sedition means, with what it means to work against the integrity of the nation, without having an understanding of, causing harm to the nation.
Yeah.
Now I think the government of India really needs to crack down on all the ideologues, on many of these intellectuals and intelligentsia who come up with euphemisms for sedition, who come up with very beautiful, names for separatism, but the cover, they intellectualize it.
Yeah.
Sedition needs to be tackled very seriously.
No.
There has to be a crackdown on both intelligentsia.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And my limited point is, Karthik, you know this. There is no defense of the PFI anymore. And if political parties like yours cannot speak out against them, then I think I'd be really worried. Let me read out to you another statement. This is from the Honorable Court of the Principal District and Sessions Judge, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, filed by the ED. And the PFI has been found conducting weapons training in an under-construction concrete building at Narath. Further, objects which seem to be like bombs were found on flex sheets. Why would they be keeping bombs on flex sheets? The police obtained all the details of the persons present at the premises. Upon thorough search, iron sword, bricks which are soaked in petrol fastened by metal wires. Wooden target having the shape of a man. No, wooden target having the shape of a man. Can I continue to read this? Is it making you uncomfortable?
Well, I'm well versed with those accusations, Arnab.
The articles and materials seized were the ingredients and raw materials used in the making of bombs and explosive devices. They were imparting training on the making of country bombs, and sword and human figures established the intent for imparting training in the use of a sword on a human body at the time of terrorist activities. Are you aware of this too? Are you aware of this?
Yes, Arnab. I'm well versed with all the material you have. I've been following your channel.
Now that you have admitted that you are well versed, what's your response? Are these findings inconsequential?
I would also appreciate if you can put me away from the window where it says I'm questioning the crackdown, which I'm not. It would send a misleading.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Please continue. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that.
Please, I'm not questioning the crackdown. We are as a party, TRS, would welcome any crackdown against any organization which is anti-national.
No, I'm talking about PFI. This is not a hypothetical discussion, Karthik. No, Karthik. Not any organization, anyone. I'm talking about PFI. This discussion is not happening in a vacuum.
Okay, let me come to my point. All right.
Yeah. So I'm talking about PFI, not any organization.
In particular, the PFI. All right.
Not in particular, only the PFI right now.
We should also realize, for the last 8 years, the central agencies of the country have been put to not good use, right? But we still trust the central agencies to an extent where we believe.
There you are. You're defending the PFI.
Action against PFI or any association related to PFI is valid. If the NIA has found incriminating evidence against PFI, which tells the nation that they have been working against the interest and integrity and the security of its citizens, we are for the ban of PFI.
Yeah, so then what was the need to qualify that? No, I don't understand. See, Karthik, you're just going around.
Yes.
I don't understand. Mithun is on the debate. Simple. Yes. If you say if, not if, they have. If they find a... Karthik, let me complete. Karthik, let me complete. Right. I'm responding to you. There is no if and but here. Mithun is there. They have found material. And who would you trust? In India, you believe in India's National Investigating Agency, right? Surely you don't expect the Sri Lanka's National Investigating Agency or Mozambique's National Investigating Agency to investigate what's happening in India. It's a bizarre argument, but I don't know why you're qualifying. Are you afraid of a political repercussion of speaking up against the PFI? I'm getting Mithun into the debate. This is very, very baffling. Your response is very baffling.
Let me just add on to that. Let me just add on to what you said, Arnab sir. See, NIA has a conviction rate of 95%. So when they charge someone for illegal or anti-terrorist activities, the chances are very high that they have done their research and these people are not going to come out. Now, the gentlemen who were speaking in support of PFI, they need to know one thing. The PFI co-founders were SIMI leaders, including PFI's vice chairman, EM Abdul Rahman. So what happened in the past, I'll just reiterate history. SIMI gets banned, it becomes ISS, Islamic Sevak Sangh. ISS gets banned for having links with ISI. Then it re-emerges as NDF. NDF, for their reputation of, Marad massacre in Kozhikode, Kerala, they, rename themselves and become PFI. Now, PFI is having all those people who are part of SIMI or ISS or NDF, and now they are saying that they are a secular party. I don't even know why we are calling them as parties, because they are nothing but ideological counterparts of, Lashkar-e-Taiba or maybe Al-Qaeda. So SIMI was banned after the 9/11 attacks. So just imagine the kind of threat they were to the whole world. And we have this organization that is a political entity in this particular country. And it's very dangerous that we have people who are actually supporting PFI. And it's also a fact that, people in these PFI or the PFI leaders, PFI elements, they are growing in Kerala or especially the south, because the environment is very conducive for their growth. If you see, out of all the states where PFI leaders were arrested, the riots broke out only in Kerala and some parts of Tamil Nadu. And the reason is very simple. The political environment in these states is conducive to their growth. And then that's because of the minority appeasement politics that the left is playing here. And the left has a history of minority appeasement. If you see if you take out history, the Mapla rebellion, the butchers of Mapla rebellion, they were actually labeled as freedom fighters by the left government in 1971. And talking about the criminal activities of PFI in Kerala, there have been multiple instances. The murder of CPIM worker itself, Narod Dilipan, the murder of Muslim League worker Nasruddin in Kozhikode, the murder of Congress leader Naushad, arms training cases in Narath arms training case, which was a case registered by the NIA in Kerala itself. Weapons were seized from SDPI or PFI offices in Narath. There were attacks on CPIM workers. The RSS leader, the murder of RSS leader Nandu, murder of OBC Morcha leader of BJP Ranjit Srinivasan, and the recent murder just a few months ago, RSS leader another Srinivasan was murdered. Bangalore riots,
and when the bomb blast accused were, and further to that, so that viewers all understand, when the bomb blast accused were arrested and they made some major confessions, and in that they said, please listen to this, Rashid, they said, I'm talking about Ansad Bakruddin, right? He elaborated on what the hit squads do. Are you listening, Rashid? Rashid on the screen, please. He says, we get any popular person killed. Rashid, are you hearing this? Rashid, can you hear me or you're not hearing me? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. Can I have Rashid and Zubair on the right, please? Thank you so much.
Yes.
The question is, this person said, he admitted, we get, listen to this, Smita, he says, we get any popular person killed by unknown and anonymous boys. And now we are starting to expand our operations in Kerala. This is an on-record statement. And they say we have one or two such boys who are expert in creating riots and violence. They have these hit lists. The Maharashtra ATS has got hit lists, Rashid. What is the idea? To create some kind of terror? While pretending to have some societal outreach, and then try to form a private army. Even the uniforms that they wear are like 4 army uniforms, and they have ranks. Who is the PFI to be wearing uniforms which resemble the army or the paramilitary troops? You think, how long did people like you think this would be allowed to carry on in India? Yeah, please. And NIA, by the way, has said we have done these arrests to prevent a bloodbath in the society. And they're right. Yes, Rashid.
Yes. Okay, right. Basically, Arnab, I am not supporting PFI. I'm supporting the investigation done by NIA. And I strongly condemn all the organizations which are anti-national and goes against our country. But my single question is, how many AK-47s were found in the raid? How many bombs were found? How many deadly weapons were found? And we need to understand that there are many other
a minimum number? One minute. Rashid, I'll tell you. Rashid, listen to me. I have a counter to that. I have a counter to that. One minute. What is the minimum number of AK-47s, live bombs that need to be found? In your view, how many petrol bombs need to be found? How many murders should they carry out? How many people's hands should they get chopped before someone like you defends the action against them?
I just want Arnab,
learn to speak in national interest. Yeah, what are you saying, Rashid?
As well as a government to place the proof in front of public domain.
They'll place it before the court.
What are the evidences?
They'll place it before the court.
Proofs against PFI. I'm not supporting PFI.
Of course you're supporting PFI.
I'm strictly
of course you're supporting
PFI.
You're supporting them as much as Zubair is and Atiq is.
All the other organizations which are involved in all this anti-social element.
It's not anti-social, this is anti-national, this is terrorism. Rashid, why don't you understand? So, Smita,
anti-national element. Yeah, even those organizations should be cracked down. My simple demand is even NIA should crack down those organizations.
Okay.
Why the people are not talking about other organizations?
I will respond one small thing.
It all comes to our Indian secularism.
Oh
democracy,
God, don't misuse secularism so openly. So for God's sake, secularism, PFI is secular. Now he's defending Smita. Did you hear that? The last defense now, secularism.
People are just
you question PFI?
PFI just
you're not secular.
Hello?
I don't know what you're saying. You're not prepared. Smita, did you hear the argument?
I'm very much secular. I love my country. I love my constitution. I love my democracy. That's the main reason I am like telling NIA, demanding NIA to even crack down other organizations. So what's so wrong in it?
Yeah, of course, if other organizations carry out murders, chop hands, get illegal foreign funding, throw petrol bombs, make 10 seconds threats. You know what Shiju Bakar said? Shiju Bakar said this. There's a person called Shiju Bakar. He's the Alua Assembly SDPI unit president. One minute. Yeah, Smita, he's called for a street war, and he has said, if you have guts, be quiet. He said, if you have guts and are born to a single father, come and meet us on the street. He wants a street war. And he issues threats saying, we are the ones who will handle you in broad daylight in 10 seconds.
That's very wrong. And legal action should be taken against
Of course, legal action will be taken.
I condemn the fanatic statement given by that person.
Arnab, I want to respond to Mr. Rashid. Arnab, let me respond to Mr. Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan just now swear on India's constitution. Let me remind your audience, Arnab, Mr. Rashid Khan is the same guy who announced 25 lakhs for beheading of Mr. Wasim Rizvi.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He is the same guy.
Yeah, he does.
Trying to preach his constitution.
That's a different topic. Let's stick to the
different
topic.
Let's
stick to the topic right now.
Expose him. Absolutely expose him.
You are the one.
Expose him.
Let's talk about PFI.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the man.
Don't beat around the bush. Let's stick to the subject.
How dare you come, you shameless creature, that you'll burn the entire constituency for democratically electing a leader? You are the same person who's coming and defending the constitution of this country.
Mind your words. You are not supposed to abuse anyone on national TV.
Just go on and listen to your own videos.
Take back your words. You're not supposed to abuse anyone. Take back your words. This is not the way to speak to anyone.
Constitution, which is the holiest book for this country. How dare you do that? You have a very different face when you go and speak in Hyderabad in front of your constituents. You come in and sermonize us on national television. That's your real face.
Let's stick to the topic. Let's stick to the topic. Come to the topic. Don't be
the real face of Congress.
No, it's very relevant.
This is the topic.
No, but I agree with
you. You don't have the right to speak this language.
Rashid.
Why can't you stop that man?
What is there to stop?
He's using dirty words.
FIRs in Karnataka lodged by during the Congress regime were stopped, were cancelled.
Right in front of everyone. He's on a national channel. He doesn't know how to speak. First tell him to mind his language.
You abuse the constituents of the state of Telangana on live television, sir. I'm going to hold you accountable.
That's a different topic. That's a different topic. Let's not divert the topic. Let's come to PFI. Let's discuss about PFI. Let's discuss about our internal security, which has been breached by several organizations. Let's talk about secularism. Let's talk about the Indian Constitution. Let's talk about the Indian security.
I'm going to hold you accountable till my last breath. If you have a problem, leave this country and go out. You are an elected leader and you are bound by the duty to answer us and respond to every question that the electorate of this country has. That is the power that this constitution gives to me.
But mind your language before speaking. But mind your language before speaking.
I am accusing you
are on a national debate
to behead Wasim Rizvi. I am accusing you of openly threatening for 25 lakh reward to behead Wasim Rizvi.
You are just simply diverting the topic. You are simply diverting the topic because you are not able to speak on PFI topic. Speak on PFI topic.
Is it true? No. He's just pointing out one minute. I think Rajat is only pointing out, Rashid, and you don't need to get ultra sensitive. 1 minute. Rajat is only pointing out that you happen to be the individual. You said, 1 minute, you said I will turn this constituency into ashes, I will burn everything down, then somebody's head should be chopped off. If you chop off someone's head, and then you should, why are you crying now? You're the one who said, no, chop off the head, I'll give you 25 lakh rupees. You said it. And he's right, you have two faces. One face which you come on English channels like this, and another face when you're out on the streets. You're a dangerous man. You're a dangerous man, Rashid.
Let's stick to the topic.
And you should have been arrested for that, and you should have been kept in jail for a long time.
According to you,
and now I want Smita to come in. Smita, what is apparent here is that the people defending the PFI are swearing by the Constitution. What can be more ironical? What can be more ironical than that? Those indirectly supporting the PFI are swearing by the Constitution. Does the PFI support? Does the PFI believe in the Indian Constitution? Does the PFI believe the Indian Constitution is supreme? Does it?
I told you before also. What I'm demanding NIA to crack down other organizations. Am I wrong? Tell me, am I wrong?
You're completely and absolutely wrong.
Can I not speak?
You threaten. Who cares what you demand? You are not in a position to demand anything.
Hello?
You are not in a position to demand anything. You quote it's like the devil quoting scriptures when you quote the Constitution. Don't even utter the word Constitution after what you have said. Right? No, absolutely not. You don't have. These are the kind of people, Arnab, that we were talking about, that the others were talking about also on this debate. Those who are trying to give cover fire to the PFI by making these mealy-mouthed statements on TV debates. These are the people who try to equate what the PFI does with what Indian Muslims want, and that is completely off the mark. Muslims in North India, East India, Central India, South India, or any part of India do not want to be associated with men like this. They want jobs, they want education, they want electricity, water, transport. They don't want what this man is trying to propagate. Exactly what Rajat had said, and the other person on this debate had said that the PFI they had listed in Kerala. In addition to that, I think we are forgetting that even in the CAA agitations, those who were arrested in Mangaluru were part of the PFI. Those in Delhi riots in 2020, again PFI. Those in Kerala gold smuggling, again PFI. Everybody is aware about the nefarious activities of the PFI. The thing is that, internal security in this country of 1.3 billion people, if security is not taken seriously, it will be dangerous for our existence. This man is asking for proof. It's exactly like the way people were asking for proof within days of the Balakot strikes which happened. They said radar imagery though, radar imagery. Otherwise we will not believe it. This is the same kind of, on 22nd September the raids happened, and he wants to see how many AK-47s. This is what our debate has been reduced to in this country.
But it won't. You see, we are doing something late, better late than never, Zubair. And one thing to you, Zubair, crying so much, we are being targeted, PFI is being targeted, not going to work, You know, Germany banned Salafist groups after the raids in 2021. You know, Germany banned groups in 2020. Singapore had a crackdown on suspicions of any links with radical groups. United States has done the same thing when you have a gang affiliation, a radical affiliation. You know what happens in the US. Russia doesn't allow it. So tell me one thing. Russia, you can't do it. US, you can't do it. Singapore, Germany, United Kingdom, you can't do it. How can people like you believe PFI will get away with something like this in India? I'm just very curious, you know. Aarti, aren't we very curious about that? What gave a feeling? Why did you think, Zubair, that PFI would get away? Just tell Aarti this. I thought PFI will get away because. Complete the sentence. Why?
Mr. Arnab, for last around 49 minutes, we have been debating on the topic. And from last 49 minutes, I have not heard a single panelist who has supported or said in favor of PFI. I have not heard it.
Yeah. Sure, I heard you sort of in the beginning.
No.
And now you are rethinking because you don't want to be seen to be a sympathizer. No, it's good.
I have just...
It's good. It's good. If you're having a rethink, I'm happy.
I have just one question. That what should we do with the organization which is involved in 17 bomb blasts and 250 political murders? Should we support it or we ban it? Simple question. What should we do with the organization which has done 17 bomb blasts in a country and more than 250 murders?
What is your source? No, what is your source? Forget the name of the organization. What is your source? You just want to say anything, you think you'll say it with conviction. What is your source?
I'll say you my source.
Source.
My source is retired High Court Judge of Bombay, Vijay Kolse Patel. My source is retired DGP of Maharashtra, SM Mushrif. My source is the courts and the cases, the charge sheeted. If you want, I can mail you 17 charge sheets against RSS personals who are charge sheeted in bomb blasts done in India. I have 250 plus charge sheets where the RSS ideologues are charge sheeted in political murders. And one more thing.
Anyway, right now you're sounding like Parambir Singh, so it's okay.
I just talk on facts and logic.
Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are. Then I'll tell you on facts and logic. 1 minute. I'll tell you on facts and logic. I didn't want to hit you back really hard, but I will. The PFI and the SDPI, now you be quiet because I'm responding to you. See, Rajat, he's going to try and run now. PFI and SDPI have been found guilty by the Additional District Sessions Court of 9 workers of the PFI and SDPI. They murdered CPM worker Narod Dilipan in 2008. Do you have the guts to say, no, we didn't? You carried out the murder? State Vice President of the PFI, Abdul Subhan, was reportedly held guilty of delivering speeches to provoke Muslims against Hindus. Have you not tried to provoke Muslims against Hindus? Can you deny it? No, you can't. Did you not chop off a professor's arm? Can you deny it? You can't. Did you not carry out a training camp in Kannur? Can you deny it? You can't. Did you not try the murder of an RSS leader in Bengaluru, Rudresh? Can you deny it? No, you can't. Was the Islamic State Al-Hind module, put your hand down, in which attacks were plotted in South India, was the PFI involved or not? Was the PFI involved or not? Can you deny it? No, you can't. So be careful when you debate with me. Be careful, and let me tell you one thing in conclusion. Zubair, I'm glad that you finally ended the debate by saying I have no links with the PFI. I'm not for them. Good for you. Good for you. But after the debate, go to everyone and say, Arnab said on the program, in fact, Smita said it, anyone who's an overground worker of the PFI, just look at the case history of a person called, who supported Mannan Wani Gautam Naulakha. Just look at him. Learn. Let's open our eyes. One-way street. I thank you for that debate. On the other side tonight, I don't know why the Lutyens media takes the Vadra Congress so seriously. I'm only giving 2 choices tonight to the viewers. Is it a joke or is it a tragedy? Sorry, no third choices on this one. And when I come back, I'll tell you why in a few minutes.